Alright, this is going to be a quick little tour of my reloading room, and also just sort of describe how it works and what the thought is behind it. And I always keep the door shut, and the reason I do that is because I keep it totally climate controlled. And it has its own, not its own, but it's fed into the AC system of the house and heat. The doors all have sweeps on them. I caulked everything to keep bugs and critters and things like that out. Got my generator here. Painted the floor. That's to keep any moisture from coming up through the concrete. And the focus here is to be able to keep it dry, you know, for the guns, the powders, all that, the equipment, presses, things like that. But the way it works, this is where all the brass goes in, you know, after it comes out of the guns. And do the tumbling here, media separating. And I think one thing I'm going to do is right through here I'm going to put up one of the regular old kitchen hoods that goes above the stove and vent it outside. I think that'll take care of the dust. But anyway, climate control is one of the biggest things. Fire extinguishers are everywhere. I definitely believe in fire protection. This safe here is pretty much just all reloading stuff. There is ammo up top, some of the vacuum bag 308, you know, some 22, but mainly it's powders, heads, as the old timers call it. I call them bullets, but I also call them heads. But got tons of those. Got tons of primers. In fact, I never feel like I have enough primers. But anyway, like I said about climate control, it's you want to keep your powder dry. That's no new term, that's for sure. And these are the presses. There's a Dillon 650 there, and a 1050 there. And I'm not going to go into all these cabinets. There's lots of stuff, so I don't feel it's necessary. But sink, big deal. Gotta have a sink in a reloading room. Your hands get filthy, and there's a lot of lead involved and just things you don't want, you know, when you're wiping your face and things like that. You surely don't want to carry it upstairs. So sink. Well, this is all prep brass, pretty much on the rifle. I'm all Lake City now. I had the best luck with that. I'll go into that on some other videos. This is all pistol brass, ready to go in the presses. This is something that's kind of changed lately. I just added this. This is all the finish rounds and some other stuff. But got my 45 ACP target, 9mm target. Need to make a run of those. Obviously, getting low. The 7.62 by 51 and Lake City. And then I got some ammo that I don't use for good reasons. Corrosive. So I'm going to call it the SHTF ammo. And got some self-defense we make, and press parts for the primers, press parts for the 650, press parts for the 1050, and some of the really good brasses to make some good match grade stuff. And some of the calibers I don't reload that much of. Got my clock, got my neon sign, got my TV. Gotta watch some TV when you're reloading. These boxes are what we use for rifle shooting. They're 223s and 308s. Keep them loaded up full. When it's time to go to the press, you just grab them. They're 50 rounds at a time. Got a couple mags loaded there. Got some more little rejects going on. These bins just kind of got all kinds of stuff in there. Case gauges, steel wool, bronze wool, some of the little ammo boxes, bore snakes, safety glasses, scissors, Allen wrenches, gun butter. This box is kind of full of AR parts. Got my books and some scopes. First aid kit, gotta have one of those. Vacuum sealer. Got the Dillon calendar. Hey, SoCal, don't buy me a calendar this year. I'm buying them this year. They're on me. I'm going to be sending you one. Another light up there. Got my extra tool heads back there. That's a 308 one hanging there. And let's just I'm really not going to go into this too much. That's all 308 brass down there. There's a couple buckets of it. There's a bunch of belting for ammo. Got some torches, all kinds of stuff back there. And this one, I don't know what that's hitting. A couple buckets of 223 brass. A bunch more powders, things like that. And then back here, tumbling media. Got a couple bags of that. I buy it in bulk. And that's all discarded brasses for whatever reason, whether it be aluminum, small primer pockets, things like that. Just sort of kind of the way I work here. And also these freezers, they play a big part in here too. It's like having a goldenrod in the entire room. You know, they produce a lot of heat, they dry the air. And in fact, to kind of show you how dry it stays in here, I haven't defrosted this thing in forever. In fact, I've never defrosted it since I moved it in here, and that was a few years ago. And that just kind of shows you how dry it is. And that's a big deal for me. It's good for the guns, good for the powder, good for the reloaders, good for anything that's made out of metal. When you live at a beach, things that are made out of metal, they're hard to keep cool. I don't know if anybody remembers the razor blade, but that thing hasn't rusted at all. And I do not keep a goldenrod or anything like that in the safe. Just I rely on the room to keep it dry. And it's just the way it goes, man. It worked out really well. I love this room. So there's a tour of my reloading room, and what's to come, I'm going to do real short videos, tip videos, just things on reloading. May go into some guns. I don't know. I am going to do the ugly M1A project. I think some people are going to find that pretty entertaining. But anyway, this is my little home under home. I like it down here. It's works out really well. Love reloading. I mean, I just love it. It's just one of those things. I get a beer and do some reloading, wind down, and that's it. So anyway, I was just showing you this to maybe give you some ideas. I'm not trying to show off. I try not to ever do that, but just kind of the way I do things. And also, I've had a lot of questions. All my benches, 39 inches high, including the presses. And the presses, that bench there is like super heavily reinforced. If you've seen any of my reloading videos, you really don't see the presses move around at all. And just quickly, one of the best things I've found to put on a bench for working on your guns and all that is one of these commercial mats. Doesn't slide around. I used to do it on towels, man. It made me so mad, drove me nuts. But these commercial mats work awesome. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. There's going to be some videos to come. Obviously, I'm probably going to do some more solar. Didn't realize it was so important to people. But you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time.